Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to the second leg of a doubleheader Wednesday on the channel. Another full race live stream for you guys today. Coming off a win in the first race, coming off a fourth place finish in the first race at Watkins Glen. It was for the NASCAR Cup Series side of things. Of course, race ends Ryan Blaney for that season. We closed in on Hamlin for the regular season points lead. Haven't quite gotten there yet. And Chase Elliott got his first win of the season. It was a pretty good race all throughout, so if you missed that one, watch that. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel for more daily NASCAR content. We do these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast on the daily as I start my young broadcasting career. So that way, hopefully, I can build up through the ranks and broadcast real races within the NASCAR realm. So here we go. Qualified on the pole here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for the Chevy Silverado 250. Our first and only road course race for the the Truck Series side of things. So we're going to hop on into this pretty short race, just 64 laps in length. As we get into this one, again, playoff racing for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. Whoa. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, my disc just ejected from the PS4. Hang on, folks, hang on. Technical difficulties again. I don't know what happened here. This wasn't NASCAR Heat's fault, I believe. Darren, Billy, Kramer, welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try shutting the PS4 off. I'm not sure if the stream's gonna end or not. Because if the stream ends, then I'll have to restart it and requalify. Yeah, because it's not taking the disc either, so I can't just put it right back in. So I got to turn the whole system off. So if the stream ends, bear with me. I'll have to restart the stream. All right. Hopefully we're still live. I think we are. Yeah, it looks like we're still live. That's unfortunate. Try this again. Yeah, I've never had that happen to me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how that happened. Just randomly ejected. At least it didn't do it when I started the race, but unfortunately I'll have to re-qualify here. Okay, I'm still live. Sweet. Yeah, that's what it looks like on here. And we'll try this again, and I'm going to mute my... I don't know if that's going to... There you go. Try to mute the game audio before I get copyrighted for the music playing. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Turn the game audio back up. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, no, not that loud, not that loud. There we go. All right. Hopefully we still qualify on the pole. Because I qualified on the pole the first time. I just set it to quick qualifying so that way I could just do one lap. I'm not doing the session qualifying again. I just qualified on the pole already as it is. When am I getting the face cam? Honestly, it will be soon. I'm trying to figure out how to use my actual phone so I don't have to go out and actually buy a camera right now. I was looking at cameras when I was in Best Buy, and I didn't realize how much I was going to be spending for it. And we're talking like $200, $300. Not that I don't have the money for it, but... Gotta do all my Christmas shopping yet, too.
Let's go.
Don't worry, though. We will have the face cam back at some point in time. It's definitely longer without the face cam than what I wanted. Well, I can find something cheaper on Amazon, but I don't want to get something of, you know, not that great of quality. Just to find something else down the road eventually anyway. I'd like to just buy something and keep it. I did look at Amazon too, but everything on Amazon was basically the same thing that they had in the store. And you still have to make sure you're getting one that's compatible for OBS and this Elgato capture card also. which I have to make sure before I buy, and that's going to be difficult to do on Amazon. It's the only reason I would rather buy it in-store. Get all the details I need from the store associates. So again, we already qualified on the pole here. Had to redo this because my disc ejected, as you guys saw. Well, I guess you didn't see the disc actually eject, but you saw the aftermath of it. I really hope we qualify on the pole because I'm going to be upset if we don't. Already did it the first time. Had a pretty good lap going so far. We are using the controller for this race again today. Used the steering wheel for the Watkins Glen race. This one will be using the controller. Oh, we got really tight. Oh, there goes the pole. I doubt I'm going to get it now. That truck did not turn there at all. And we'll see at the line. No, it's way slower. I had a 120.3, and that's bullcrap. I'm about to restart it just so I can start on the pole. Let me try this again. I'm not starting from 8th place. I am not starting from 8th place. I am going to be starting at least from the front row. Sorry for the delay for the start of the race, but some technical difficulties, and I kind of want my front row back. I'm not starting back in 8th place. I mean, we're battling for stage points here. Johnny Sauter got the win last night at Gateway, so he is locked into the playoffs. It's kind of lagging. It says I have good connection here, so. Yes, I am not cheating. Thanks, Aiden. I'm not cheating. I qualified on the pole. You guys saw it before the disc ejected, and then I have to requalify. 8th place was not a good starting spot compared to first. Even if I can qualify in the first 2 rows, I'll just send it in turn 1 to get to the lead. Or try to get to the lead at least. I'm okay with that, but I'm not starting all the way back in row 4. I had a really good lap going. Like, I should have gotten the pole back and then messed up that one of the finishing corners like really badly. So we're about to get to the race today. Sooner or later. Excited for this one, the second race of the round of 10 in the playoffs here. Is again, Johnny Sauter won at Gateway last night. He is locked into the round of 8. Still 7 spots remain. Good start to the lap. Just gotta make sure I don't mess up again. So far, so good. There we go. I didn't mess it up this time. See if the line should be on the pole here by quite a bit, too. This is going to be a really fast lap. Oh, that was even faster than what I had in qualifying. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. Mari P, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that was even faster than what I had the first time. Good thing, too. I had a 20.288 in qualifying, and we had two guys beat that here. So Matt Crafton, again, on the pole for the start of today's race at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. I did session qualifying, qualified on the pole. I was re-qualifying because the disc ejected from my PS4 for whatever reason. So we're good to go now. And we are about to get going the second race of the round of 8. Before we get started, for everybody watching right now, hit that subscribe button for more daily NASCAR content if you aren't already. And help me out there. Greatly appreciated. Also, hit the like button down below. Help the with the YouTube algorithm. And we'll get going on here. I've got news to break throughout the course of the stream, so stay tuned as well. Or I guess not news necessarily. It could be news, but I'm going to ask you guys a question about the channel throughout the course of the night on where I could go branching out going forward with the channel. But first and foremost, we're going to get this thing started here today. Crafton on the pole. Another playoff driver will be starting second of Stuart Friesen here. Ross Chastain's been struggling. He is also one of the playoff drivers, and Tyler Hill looks to be pretty fast. He qualified third for today's race. So here we go, green flag in the air at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Playoffs are back in the Truck Series. 20 laps in Stage 1. There will be a pit stop in the opening stage as well. Great initial jump there on the start by Crafton. Oh, and he overruns turn 2. Friesen almost slid into the lead. I think he clipped the grass and got loose. And Crafton was able to get him right back. And overran the corner. Don't forget about Johnny Sauter back there. He's trying to go for back-to-back wins to start the playoffs. What a strong start that would be. Crafton coming off that first DNF of the season. Tyler Hill makes a pass for second on Friesen. Almost got to the inside of Crafton as well. As they race to see who will lead lap 1 here today. I need to get back into doing trivia. We did it for a couple weeks, and then I just kind of stopped doing it because I kept forgetting to look up facts before the start of the stream, so I didn't really have any interesting trivia facts. But I can definitely get back into that if you guys want me to. I have more time to try and make an effort to try and find a trivia stat. Crafton cannot afford another DNF today, that is for sure, Ethan. One more and you might be saying it is a must-win situation going into Bristol. Not something you want, especially at that racetrack. Look at Tyler Hill putting the pressure on Matt Crafton early. Hill looking for that first career win. Friesen still holding on to third back there on Sauter, and now actually Johnny Sauter looks like he makes the pass. Oh, low contact! Tyler Hill trying to bump and run into the hairpin on Matt Crafton. Didn't quite work. He's still right behind him in second. Wow, really wide. Hill trying to make the pass, but he still can't complete it on Matt Crafton. And again, Crafton holds on. He gets alongside of him a couple times, but he just can't complete the pass as Crafton will lead the first 2 laps of the race now. You'll likely be seeing some strategy calls as far as splitting the stage in half. There's a good chance that we're going to be pitting right at lap 10. Tyler Hill to the lead off of turn 1. Perhaps trying to pull away now. Good run into turn 3 there by Crafton trying to close the gap. Hill looks extremely fast today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Hill goes sideways. He's in the grass. He clipped the grass, at least with 2 tires. Big wheel hop there by Tyler Hill, and it allows Crafton to close in just a little bit in the hairpin now. Owen Smith, 27, welcome to the stream. Indeed, we had a great race at Watkins Glen earlier today. Yes, we can go about 14 laps on a full tank of fuel around this racetrack. Hill went really wide through both of those corners there, and Crafton was able to close the gap a little bit more again. And that will be Tyler Hill's first lap led in the race. Yep, single tank of fuel, 14 laps is at maximum that we can run. 20 laps in stage 1, 20 laps in stage 2. And then the third and final stage of the race will be 24. Making the 64-lap race here today. Well, Hill didn't make a mistake that time. Getting into the hairpin. That hairpin corners, I should say, seems to be where Crafton gains the most time on Tyler Hill. That and the closing corners of the racetrack. Really the entire second half of the lap. The first half of the lap is where Hill's faster and he pulls away. Crafton's got to make sure he doesn't run wide this time. Look at how deep he drove it in. He hooked the curbing really well. There's the move. Nice aggressive pass, but nice and clean as well there for Crafton. And he's back out in front again. That Canadian Tyler Hill is trying to get around him for position once again. Crafton did a good job blocking the inside in turn 1. Hill really drove it in deep. Yeah, I don't really have like a favorite truck series driver. I guess it's pretty much the Thor Motorsport group as a whole because they're based out of Sandusky, Ohio, and I don't live too far from there. I know where their shop's located. When I raced go-karts when I was younger, and really, I started off in quarter midgets, but the first track I ever started racing at competitively, or I should say for competition, was at Sandusky Speedway, and they had a dirt oval go-kart / quarter midget track on the inside of their half-mile oval. And they just host like local shows. They used to host NASCAR Modified Series races back in the 90s there too. But anyway, it's basically like an asphalt version of Martinsville, track-wise, half-mile. And on the other side of the back straightaway wall is where the Thor Motorsport camp is, where their headquarters / race shop and everything is. So I'd probably say really any of those guys, just for, or I should say for the team as a whole, I kind of root for them. I used to like Todd Bodine was my favorite truck series driver when I was growing up. Really liked watching him race in the truck series. It's cool watching him and Hornaday go back and forth for championships there in the mid-2000s. Tyler Hill right back around Crafton once again. Crafton really tried to back the corner up quite a bit, and he got really sideways off the curbing that time, and Tyler Hill will pull away from him in the hairpin. It seemed like he overran it. It almost looked like he backed up the corner a little more than he usually would, and there was a big wheel hop off the curb, and Hill now has about a 1 second lead. 16 people watching currently right now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And wide again. That was way more drastic that time for Crafton. He's either hit that corner perfectly or he has just missed it completely, and he missed it there. Tyler Hill's out to about a 2 second lead now. Again, Crafton looking to split the stage in half, 10 and 10. Here in stage 1 with the pit strategy. Again, only 4 sets of tires, so have to keep that in mind also. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the chat's delayed. I think it's just got something to do with streaming off of the PC with the capture card. I want to say the gameplay for my television to the actual Elgato capture card is delayed itself. Like, even if I got off of YouTube and stopped looking at the chat, it'd be delayed by just a hair too, so that's probably why. Crafton ran hard into that corner and he was able to close the gap. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream. They shouldn't have downshifted into second gear there. Almost 3 seconds behind Hill now. Crafton's in a league of his own in second place. He's 3 seconds behind Tyler Hill, and he's about 2.5 seconds ahead of Johnny Sauter. Sheldon Creed in fourth, needs a good run today. Creed finished 2 laps down at Gateway yesterday and outside the top 25. He is below the cutoff line by double digits coming into this race today, so looking for stage points in stage 1, that'd be a really good start. And Stuart Friesen, who started second, is back to 5th. Another driver who finished a lap down or multiple laps down yesterday was Zane Smith. He also finished outside the top 20 and is the other driver below the playoff cut line coming into this race today at Canadian Tire. Nice, Darren. So while we have 16 people watching currently on the channel, for one, subscribe if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. Also, hit the like button. That helps me out a ton. But no, I'll get into the question I'm going to ask now. So I've been thinking about this for at least a couple weeks now, and I'm not going to dive too much into it because, again, NASCAR is my #1 sport. It will always be my #1 sport, but I am a sports fan in general and watch, you know, specifically my favorite teams. I don't really watch too much of, like, outside league. Like, if I watch basketball, I'm usually only watching the Pistons, and that's about it. Baseball, Tigers, whatever. Or my team's centered in Detroit, except for the Packers in football. But anyway, the question I was going to ask, I kind of want to start branching out with doing the realistic broadcast with other games, but I'm not going to do it as much as I would do NASCAR. And I'm almost wondering if I should just do it on a separate channel and keep this true to what it is, which is NASCAR and NASCAR only, or because I have the subscribers on this channel, I do them both. I'd literally only be doing it a couple times a week, and I wouldn't be streaming it either. I would only be streaming NASCAR. But I'll upload, like, you know, a game of Madden a week, or, you know, something random, like do it once on the weekend and once during the week or something like that. But I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys don't want to see that, then I'm not going to do it. Or if you think I should do it on a different channel. The scared part is if I do it on a different channel, I'm scared that that channel is going to grow bigger than this one. I don't want that to be the case. Because, again, NASCAR is my N1 result, but I feel like I can get more eyes on the actual broadcasting side of things if I open it up to different sports, too. So I'm asking for honest feedback on that one. Greatly appreciate it. Because I don't want to do that and then have people come, like new people, or even you guys, for instance, hey, when's the next Madden stream, or, you know, something of that nature. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like, that's not really what the channel's about, but at the same time, like, I know I could do it. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Ethan. Like I said, NASCAR is my number one. That's my fear of everything is with this channel. You know, it's growing, obviously, and I appreciate it. But at the same time, too, I'm scared that if I did branch out, that if I did it on an alternative channel, it would grow faster than this one, even though I'm putting in more work with this, just because, you know, NFL, for instance, is just a more popular sport than NASCAR. I mean, that's just the way it is, unfortunately, because I'd love for everybody to watch NASCAR, but so, I mean, there's pros and cons with really both sides of the argument. That's why I couldn't really make up my mind. I didn't want to just go through with it. I wanted to check in with you guys first. Tyler Hill about to catch lap traffic here. We are halfway through the stage right now, and Matt Crafton will be coming to pit road with a short pit. 40 miles per hour is the pit road speed limit. He'll get there easily in time. So a short pit for Matt Crafton, splitting the stage in half here in stage number 1. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. Not going to repair any damage. Doesn't really have any damage. Just want an area for racing. Yeah, I get it. I completely understand. And I know that most of you guys are pure, you know, racing fans, and I love that. I'd still be doing everything NASCAR too. You know, I'm not going to stop going to only, you know, or I'm not going to stop going to NASCAR races. Yeah, but you're right. You're right. Yeah, if you guys don't want to see that, I am all in for doing it somewhere else. I would definitely name it something different. I wouldn't keep it just my name. I'd probably have my name in the channel name still, just because I want to get the recognition for it, but the actual other racing games too. If there's an IndyCar game that comes out, I am down for doing that on top of this. Yeah, I mean, we can keep this racing oriented, but yeah, okay, so we'll just keep this as, I mean, it's going to be a NASCAR channel only, regardless of the fact, but yeah, we'll keep this the way it's rolling right now. I enjoy it. Michael Turner, welcome. Project Cars 3. I mean, there's still so much I need to do NASCAR related, like with our classic game series. And I don't want to like go off on too many different games. That's kind of why the Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing has been kind of halted, and we haven't done that since like July. Yeah, right before NASCAR Heat 5 came out. I don't think we've done any videos of that, which I still plan on finishing it at some point in time. I'm just taking a long break from it so we can get this NASCAR Heat stuff in full gear still. As you see, drivers are cycling through pit stops once again. Sheldon Creed is currently in the race lead. We'll have to see where everything's going to cycle out. Crafton was the first to hit pit road. And there's Tyler Hill, the 56. Look at how much ground that Crafton was able to gain by short pitting. But he still is not in the lead. He did not gain enough ground. Top 5 drivers still have to hit pit road. Crafton needs to hustle to try and catch Tyler Hill. Oh man, big loose moment there for Zane Smith coming to pit road as he was coming in hot. Almost got caught for speeding. And this is going to be a good battle to the end of stage 1, I believe, between Tyler Hill and Matt Crafton. 6 laps still to go. I think whoever's going to make the first mistake, it's going to be the big key here as Hill cycles ahead of Jesse Little, who was just coming out of the pits there, and that's going to cost Crafton when he can get to Jesse Little. And he's going to get there now, try to make a pass quickly. And that's about as quick as he could have gotten around Little. Pretty big slide. Crafton gaining ground on Hill once again this lap. Truck up in smoke. That's Angela Ruck. She gets to pit road. We stay green. Five laps left in the stage now. Tyler Hill not in the playoffs, so these stage points don't mean as much for him. He can still finish as high as 11th in the standings. I believe he's sitting 13th or 14th in the standings coming into this race. And obviously winless this season. Much like Joey Logano's car, how fast you saw him in the Watkins Glen race today. Crafton again trying to gain. Oh, he is all over the back of Tyler Hill now. 4 laps to go in the stage. Got to get around him quick in case we get a caution. How close Hill got to the wall there. Really arced his corner off a lot better than Crafton in turn 1. Hill's got a lap truck in his way now. He's side by side around the outside. Oh, he gets pitched off, and now we have a caution. And Tyler Hill will win stage 1 as a caution comes out to end it prematurely. We have some drivers pitting, some are staying out. Crafton's going to stay out of the pits here. Wow, Tyler Hill's pitting from the lead. Looks like Stuart Friesen's going to pit. Austin Hill's going to pit. And Grant Enfinger gets the free pass in 22nd. Get back on the lead lap. Good thing Majeski made that block to hold on to the lead lap as the caution came out. So again, that caution is the first caution of the race today, and it's for incident. Crafton's going to stay out. He's only got 3 sets of tires left the rest of the race, so he's staying out of the pits here, and they'll likely split this next stage in half. So Crafton will restart with the lead. Green flag back in the air at Canadian Tire. Tyler Hill having to come from back of the pack now. Crafton goes wide in turn 2, and Sheldon Creed will take the lead. Boy, does Creed need a win. Doesn't need it, but it'd be nice. Takes the pressure off of him at Bristol. He's having a good day up to this point, though. Crafton was the highest playoff driver in Stage 1, finishing 2nd, by the way. And he got right back around Creed in turn 3. Crafton able to pull out now. He's almost at a 2-second lead ahead of Sheldon Creed. Brett Moffitt is up to 3rd place. Haven't seen him at all yet today. Kind of like Brendan Gaughan in that Cup race earlier. Just kind of quietly in the back half of the top 10 all day, and he jumped up to 2nd with less than 30 to go all of a sudden, and we're kind of freaking out about, whoa, is Brendan Gaughan going to win this race now? And he ended up falling back to 6th at the end of it, but Brett Moffitt going to be able to do that. Now the thing for Moffitt, he's in the playoffs, and much like Sheldon Creed, a win would go a long way for him into punching his ticket to the round of 8. Almost went a little too wide there. Now, those 3 drivers that did pit at the end of stage number 1, they will still have to pit at some point in time in stage 2. They are not going to be able to make it all the way. They were just trying to take the advantage of fresh tires there, but I'm very surprised. Tyler Hill had a fast truck. I think the track position would have played a lot better for him than pitting right there, but definitely don't count him out of it. We still got a little bit of a ways to go. Yeah, Darren, at Mid-Ohio for the Xfinity Series, we won on a last lap pass. That was one of the better races on the channel in the last couple of weeks. So we've had a lot of great races on the channel in the last couple of weeks. Think back to, obviously, earlier today at Watkins Glen. This one's been good up to this point. We'll see how it'll go going forward. Well, that definitely had one of the better finishes, as well as this last weekend when we had a doubleheader for Thunder 04 and then the Xfinity race at Road America. It was a pretty good set of races as well there. Indeed, Jennifer Jo Cobb up to 5th. Great run for her. Another non-playoff driver. Hasn't had a great season, but we see some upset winners here on these road courses in really any of the 3 top series in NASCAR. Really see the driving skill put on full display over the course of this race in these types of races, and that is what you're seeing right now with the mixed match drivers we've seen in the top 5 today, like Cobb right now, and then obviously Tyler Hill winning stage 1. Hill not the first non-playoff driver, though, to win a stage. Remember, Christian Eckes won stage 1 at Gateway yesterday. Gonna alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race today. A little short pitting action going on there. I believe that's Johnny Sauter that decided to short pit in the stage. He short pitted by quite a bit. I don't even think he can make it on fuel to the end of the stage. Unless we get another late stage caution. Could have had a flat tire going down that made him pit even earlier as well. It's definitely possible. So Sauter's back to 22nd. Now, whatever happens here, he needs to stay on the lead lap just in case we do get a yellow. It's only going to help Sauter out a little bit more. And once Crafton gets up close enough to him, that's only going to hurt Crafton as well until he gets around him. So that's going to put dirty air on this 88 truck. I know he's got a 6.5 second lead, but he's trying to stay as far ahead of Tyler Hill, who has the fastest truck in the field today, as much as possible. Knowing that Crafton has to pit before Hill in this stage. Sauter on fresher tires right now. It's not going to make it easy for Crafton to try and get around him either. Crafton now to the inside of Sauter, into the final corner, trying to make a move on him. Couldn't quite keep the power down. Sauter beats him back to the gas for now. Into turn one. Oh, contact! Crafton ran a little wide, right into the right rear of Johnny Sauter's race truck. Sauter is desperately trying to stay on the lead lap right now. Wheel hop by Sauter. Crafton had to lift, trying not to run in the back of him again, and contact again. Sauter is doing everything in his willpower to not go a lap down. He's doing a great job. And this is costing Matt Crafton time. Caution. 39 laps to go. Second caution for incident today. Split strategies coming again. You're going to see Crafton hit pit road this time, and for Johnny Sauter, he'll get to stay out and he'll get to keep his lap. Tyler Hill made it all the way back up to 8th. Unbelievable. Angela Ruck will get the free pass in 23rd. So we got a mix of cars staying out and pitting under this caution. It'll be interesting. I'm not even sure that everybody that's staying out is already pitted. So this will give, I believe, Tyler Hill the lead on the restart. That is not good for Crafton. But he's got fresher tires. We'll see if he can make it work. Restarting in 7, top 6. All stayed out of the pits here. Green flag back in the air at Canadian Tire. Just 12 laps to go in stage 2. Oh, 3 wide to the outside, but Crafton clipped the grass and he goes wide. Overdrove it. Trying to go 3 wide on the restart where there wasn't enough room. Oh, car splitting 3 wide again. Somebody went and wheel hopped into turn 2. This truck's barreling in there 3 wide again into turn 3. Hill has the lead. Friesen right there. Oh, big wheel hop there by Anderson. Crafton sends it 3 wide into the hairpin. Very tight to do that, but he clears both Creed and Anderson. A little contact on Anderson. He lost a little extra ground. But Tyler Hill, the lead truck, out in front. Caution's going to help him save a little bit of fuel, but I still think he's short. I don't think he can make it. You're likely looking at him going to be, I'd probably say, about 3 or 4 laps short still, honestly. Crafton in traffic, just not as fast as if he's not in traffic as he tries to catch Johnny Sauter. Despite him having fresher tires on these top 4 that are ahead of him. And it's just so hard to pass on road courses in general, air or not. Tight corners, especially in the truck series. Oh, contact with his teammate again. 3 wide off the hairpin. He tries to side draft him now. Down the long straightaway of the racetrack. He'll clear Sauter. Here comes Creed. Trying to get into the top 5. Crafton might make a move on Austin Hill for 3rd into the next turn. And he does. Great move. Outbraked him. And he clears him. Sauter going to try to follow Crafton to get by Austin Hill. Ten laps left, stage 2. Crafton's just trying to go in case we get another caution like we did at the end of stage 1. Once we get to 4 laps to go in the stage, if we get a caution, that's going to end the stage. That's what you saw back in stage 1 when we had 4 to go there. Oh, Friesen spins the tires. Crafton gains more ground. Closes the gap on 2nd place. And now he's in his draft. Might be able to make a move in the next turn. A higher braking zone, and maybe he can pass Friesen for 2nd. Looking low. Makes the move. Just like on Austin Hill, but he can't complete the pass. They're tight. Tries to hang on to it. Clears him. In the finishing corner, and now Crafton's up to 2nd place. Four and a half seconds off the race lead. That last lap, Crafton was only 0.2 of a second faster than Tyler Hill. That's not going to be quick enough to catch him. Unless Hill either makes a mistake or he has to pit. We haven't seen him make a mistake today, but he might be short on fuel to the end of stage 2. It's going to be close. Darren, you might have missed the second caution of the race, but that would have been it. Up to this point. A crazy restart where we saw trucks fanning out 3 wide. Crafton trying to muscle his way back into the top 5 after restarting in 7th. Which he was able to do, and now you currently see him in 2nd. Now he might have to pit. Again, the top 6 on that last restart did not pit. But they also pitted at the stage break. Then they had three or 4 caution laps there. And this lap, Hill and Crafton were even at the line. So no time gain or loss for Crafton that last lap. Really locked the brakes up big time there. Tyler Burbeck, welcome to the stream. Crafton's on pace to actually losing time to Tyler Hill this lap. Oh, Hill's hitting pit road early. Well, now he's short pitting the stage. I did not think he was going to pit that early. Hill on pit road. That will give Matt Crafton the race lead. 6 laps to go in stage 2. Crafton's looking to be to the good on fuel. He's at least about a lap and a half to 2 laps to the good. His tires are going to be pretty worn out by the end of the stage, but it's alright too. Crafton looking for the stage win after finishing 2nd in stage 1. Get another playoff point in case he makes it to the round of 8 and carry that forward. More tough races in that round. Those 3 races include Las Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville. I didn't think he had a tire going down. It didn't look like there was any smoke rolling out of the back of the race truck on Tyler Hill. And we know he was going to be close on fuel. Whatever the case, he's on pit road now. He is not on pit road anymore. He's back out on the racetrack, so it was likely just him short pitting the end of the stage. We've seen that from a couple guys. Johnny Sauter did it in stage 1. Or sorry, no, early in stage 2. That's why you see him still out on the racetrack. He might be a little bit closer to making it to the end compared to what Tyler Hill was. Another playoff driver up ahead. That is, or sorry, no, that's Ben Rose. I was thinking it was, for whatever reason, I thought it was Sheldon Creed, but that's not it. Creed's in 4th right now. It looked like his truck from afar, and then I realized it wasn't white, it was silver. Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream. Problem Child as well, welcome to the stream. Oh, Ben Rose running really slow here. 31st. I think he was one of the trucks that short pitted also. Man, Crafton really wide there. He wasn't that far away from that pit wall. The tire barrier, the big barriers at the front of the pit wall. 4 laps to go in the stage, so if we get a caution, the stage will come to an end, just like it did in stage 1. So Crafton just trying to maintain that lead now on Christian Eckes, who is shown in second. Johnny Sauter is 8 seconds off the lead in third. Eckes is about 3.5 seconds back. Hard to tell if he's gaining ground on Crafton or not. Crafton's tires are not completely worn out right now. He's about halfway through the tire run. Well, Tim, if I can provide that much entertainment, then that's awesome. The fact that you'd rather watch somebody play the game than you play yourself. Angela Ruck about to go a lap down in 21st. She got the free pass. And there's Grant Enfinger now. He is a playoff driver, and he is the next truck ahead of Crafton. And Brett Moffitt is starting to run down Crafton. He's on fresher tires right now, and Moffitt also short pitted along with Tyler Hill. Enfinger about to go a lap down. And again, in the playoffs, that is not good for Enfinger. His teammate is going to lap him. But although they're teammates, they are racing each other to try to get to the round of 8. As is the other 9 drivers fighting for the last 7 spots. Johnny Sauter, the only driver that's locked into the next round after a win at Gateway in the first race of the round. So that is what Matt Crafton's fighting for today, is to not have any pressure at Bristol. He can just go out and race, and he'll know that he will be racing another week for a championship. Another 3 weeks, in fact. 2 laps to go on the stage. Brett Moffitt got to the inside of Grant Enfinger. I believe he's going to pass him. That will move Moffitt into the free pass position, and he does clear him off of turn 1. So only one of those 2 playoff drivers back there are actually going to get the free pass, and Moffitt is driving away from Enfinger. There's no more lap trucks anywhere in the near vicinity of Matt Crafton as well, so for Moffitt, as long as he just hits his marks, he should be able to get the free pass still. There are some lap trucks up here, but I think those are the back markers that are outside the top 25. And I don't even know if Crafton's going to catch those guys or not. Yes, indeed. AJ Allmendinger, Xfinity Series full-time. I've been calling for it all season, ever since he won at Atlanta earlier this year. I've been calling for him to race full-time in the Xfinity Series because I think he can be a championship contender. Once he won on an oval, and then obviously he won a couple road courses this year too. There's more road courses on the schedule next year. AJ's got a good shot to win 6 or 7 races next season in the Xfinity Series. You never know with Colleague going Cup Series racing in 2022. If they end up with a 2-car team, you could see Justin Haley and AJ Allmendinger running Cup Series action for Colleague Racing. That's very well possible. So that could be another reason that AJ is running full-time Xfinity this year, so good for him. One of the likable guys in the garage area. Mike Harmon, so he's right in front of Crafton. He'll go a second lap down here. This is the final lap of the stage. We have less than a half a lap to go, and Matt Crafton will add another playoff point here, and his tires are pretty well worn out, so he will be pitting at the stage break. That will give him one set of tires left for the final stage, which they will have to make a stop in the final stage as well. Stage 2 in the books. Crafton wins it. 24 laps to go now at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. So waiting for the top 10 to cross the line here. Oh, Russell Westbrook traded to the Wizards for John Wall. Breaking NBA news on the channel. That's a, I mean, it's a head scratcher. So here come the pit stops at the stage break here. And it looks like everybody's going to hit pit road. Moffitt gets the free pass in 20th, by the way. And Tyler Hill, where's he at right now? I don't even see Tyler Hill at all. I think he was showing a lap down, so Hill never got back on the lead lap. That's interesting. Green flag about to wave. Sauter wins the race off pit road, and he'll restart from the lead. 21 laps to decide the winner. And we'll see if we get another driver to advance, and Crafton goes from second to first on the restart. Johnny Sauter looking to make a move. Oh, he might have him. Side by side into turn 3. Crafton's got the advantage. And here comes Christian Eckes now going for second place underneath the Sauter. He'll be on the outside into this next corner, but he'll be on the inside into the hairpin. Eckes is there. Crafton runs wide. Eckes looked to get underneath Crafton, but he couldn't do it. At least he got to second. Sauter falls back to third. Spencer Boyd's in the top 5 all of a sudden in fourth, and Sheldon Creed rounds out the top 5. $20 laps to go. Eckes is the new man in second place. Can he run down Matt Crafton? Sauter's locked into the next round, but I'm sure he would enjoy another win and another 5 playoff points. That'd be 10 in this round already if he can do that. Winning the first 2 races of the round would be pretty impressive as well. Eckes is putting up a fight right now. He looked fast at Gateway too, despite missing the playoffs. Again, he won a stage at Gateway. Oh, Eckes goes wide. He's in the grass. Slides back up the racetrack. He goes way off the racetrack. Crafton ran wide too. Oh, and around goes Sauter. Sauter spins to the hairpin. Right in front of the field. That checks everybody up as we stay green. And Spencer Boyd's up to second. I think there was contact between Johnny Sauter and Christian Eckes. Eckes was in the grass after wheel hopping into turn 4, and after sliding into the grass into turn 5, he wiped out Johnny Sauter. And all of a sudden, Crafton's got a 3.5 second lead with 19 laps left. Sheldon Creed is in fourth. Jennifer Jo Cobb up to third. Zane Smith been nowhere to be found both in this race and the first race of the round at Gateway, but he's up to fifth all of a sudden now after that incident between Johnny Sauter and Christian Eckes. Big Mac the GOAT, welcome to the stream. Very interesting situation there. John Hunter Nemechek now into the top 5. Creed got around Cobb for third, by the way. And now a 4-second lead for Crafton, and his biggest competitors are just nowhere to be found all of a sudden. And we still have one pit stop left in this race. And only one set of tires left as well for Crafton, so the next stop will have to be the last no matter what. Smith still battling it out there. Jennifer Jo Cobb is pulling outside the top 5 now as not only Nemechek got around her, but so did Zane Smith. Luckily for Sauter, he won at Gateway. He's in the next round of the playoffs. Crafton trying to do the same. I don't see Boyd being able to make a run for the lead unless we get a late race restart. One career Truck Series win, that was at Talladega last season in the playoffs. And again, we go there in a couple races. Gang, welcome to the stream. That's unfortunate, man. I know that feeling. Jennifer Jo Cobb still sticking it out there with Zane Smith. She's 10 seconds off the lead already. How hard she's been battling back and forth with Zane Smith, but she's got the spot for now. Caution. Right at the edge of the pit window, we have a caution. That's going to be interesting. Natalie Decker is going to pit from 10th. Tyler Hill will get the free pass. So somehow Hill went a lap down. I think that was after short pitting. But he pitted from the lead, so I don't know how he lost that much time, but he did. And he's going to get the free pass. So he's back on the lead lap now. And again, this caution right at the edge of the pit window. And this is an interesting call if he pits or not, because this is the last set of tires that we're talking about here. And we don't know. He's going to stay out. Decker's the only one that's going to pit from the lead lap. The other 20 cars are going to be out there. So Natalie Decker's going to be really close to being able to make it on field to the end. Everybody else, they will still have to pit one more time. Green flag back in the air. This will bunch the field back up again. That was our third caution for incident today. Great restart by Crafton. Quickly gets in front of Spencer Boyd. He can fend him off for a couple corners here. He should be able to start to drive off again. That was a bad restart for Sheldon Creed. Decker had a good top 10 run last night at Gateway, by the way, so she's trying to replicate that today by going off strategy late. It'll be interesting to see if she can make it on field to the end or not. And if she does, though, is she going to be able to cycle ahead of everybody? With this being a longer track, she's only restarting back in 20th, so it's not like it's all the way back at the rear of the field, and she'll have fresh tires, so we'll see. So they battle for second, side by side. John Hunter Nemechek and Spencer Boyd. We haven't seen Nemechek really up front all season, but here he comes late in this one. 13 to go at the line. And here comes Christian Eckes trying to fight back after overdriving turns 4 and 5 on the last restart. The one that started the final stage. 13 to go this time by. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles one final time today. If Tyler Hill can come back from a lap down in the final stage alone to win this race, that'd be insane. We know he's got the fastest truck. He's restarting back with Decker. Well, actually, no. Hill would have been restarting at the rear of the field because he got the free pass. So he's coming all the way from the back. He's likely going to need another caution to try and bunch things back together again. Creed trying to peek back into the top 5. Doubleheader again on the channel tomorrow. Xfinity Series action on NASCAR Heat 5 for both races. We'll run at Watkins Glen. Be running with the steering wheel again like I did in the Cup race today. But Watkins Glen next race for the Xfinity Series schedule. And then we'll be running the next race for the Xfinity Series at Dover as well tomorrow. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, my sister's got a basketball game tomorrow, but I believe it's a road game and it's like 50 minutes away. So there's a good chance I'm not going to that. I'm not really going to have any time to go to it anyway outside of trying to do this on the channel, but even if I didn't, it would have been tough to make it all the way out there in time. So we're probably looking at doing the doubleheader as scheduled tomorrow. Hey, Jennifer Jo Cobb back up to 4th. Battle for second still going on between Eckes and Boyd as Eckes is trying to hold him off after he got around him for the position. Yeah, Michael, you're right. Natalie Decker is going to be super close on fuel to the end. We can go 14 laps, and we had 14 to go when we went green. And she's as close to the pit window as you could get. Making it to the end. Everybody else is staying out in case they get that next caution. She gets a caution, she'll definitely be able to make it to the end. But then she'll be on older tires on the restart. I don't know if she's going to be able to hang on. Track position matters, though. If she can get a good restart, don't count her out of it. So the problem with her is that not only she would have older tires if she restarted from the lead and stayed out, knowing that she would then be able to make it, but she hasn't really had that fast of a truck. We haven't seen her all day. She's been right around 10th, but that's going to be nothing compared to what Crafton's speed in his truck has been today, which is pretty much second place speed. Him, Sauter, Eckes have been really close to one another, but it seems like Crafton's got the second fastest truck in the field behind Tyler Hill. And again, don't count Tyler Hill out. How insane would it be for him if he can get back into this after starting the final stage, which was only 21 laps when we actually went green in the final stage. Final 21 laps of the race coming from a lap down, got the free pass, got the caution that he needed. If he can get another caution, he is going to have a pretty good chance of winning this race. Depending on how many spots he can gain during this run, obviously, as well. 10 laps to go here at Canadian Tire. Five-second lead for Crafton over Eckes. First and only Truck Series road course race of the season. Second pole award for Crafton this year. His first was at Eldora. Big power slide there in the hairpin corner. I wonder if anybody might try to short pit again. Not impossible. Mercury, welcome to the stream. And now we have 9 laps to go. at the line. These guys can go just a few more laps on fuel. Maybe 3 to 4 more laps at the most, outside of Decker, who was the only driver to pit under the last caution. How many great road course races have we seen this season? Mid-Ohio, Road America, Watkins Glen race earlier today as well, and that's just on NASCAR Heat 5. Crazy. Back to the normal camera for the rest of the race. Just 7 laps to go. His tires are getting pretty worn out now on Crafton's race truck. Good chance he'll be coming to pit road this time. $16 people watching right now. Currently, I believe 10 likes. Hit the like button down below if you're enjoying the race, the commentary, the video in general. So we're coming down to the wire. Crafton going to short pit this time. He's coming to pit road. Got to make sure he doesn't speed. 40 miles per hour is the pit road speed limit. And he does not speed. So here we go. Not going to repair damage. Trying to save time. It'll be 4 fresh tires. 3/4 of a tank of fuel, just enough to make it to the end. And this is the final pit stop of the race today. Wow, look at that. Ross Chastain, Johnny Sauter out of the race. 2 playoff drivers nonetheless. That is tough. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. Servicing the left sides before the rights. Final set of tires, but again, we're in the final half a dozen laps now. Crafton being the first to hit pit road. Coming back out onto the racetrack. So where's Natalie Decker at right now? she might be able to make it on fuel to the end of the race. She pitted, and that's another reason why Crafton wanted a short pit, because he's going to have to gain time on her, and sooner he pitted for the fresh tires, the better. His tires were starting to get really old, and he was sliding around just a little bit too much, so that was his time to pit. Now he's got other cars, or trucks rather, to try and pass. Oh, big wheel spin. He tries to take it 3 wide in the hairpin. Had to back out of it. That wasn't going to work. Underneath of Austin Wayne Self and Todd Gillen, they're still side by side. Now Self kind of holds in line behind him. Crafton trying to move around these guys as quick as he can. Decker is in 13th, 6 seconds ahead of Matt Crafton. And close to the end on fuel. The leaders are on pit road. Eckes has led the majority of the field down, but not everybody is pitting. Remember, if we get to the white flag, the next flag will end the race, whether it is the yellow or the checker. We've got 5 to go. We still have 3 drivers out on the racetrack. Austin Hill is in the lead. Wow, Nemechek had a fast pit stop. He only came out a 1.5 seconds behind Crafton. He was about 4 to 5 seconds off the lead, and Crafton pitted a lap before him. Surprised Crafton didn't even gain time. He actually lost time, and he didn't have a slow stop. That was just a blistering fast stop by John Hunter Nemechek. Crafton has to make quick work of Jordan Anderson in the hairpin, and he does. He'll get around him for 4th. Clean pass. 4 seconds behind Natalie Decker, who might make it on fuel to the end. Good corner there by Crafton. He's going to be faster than Decker with the fresh tires, and she's got a faster car in general as well. Nemechek is starting to slow up behind Anderson. Jordan Anderson coming to pit road now. And guys, Christian Eckes is in the lead right now. Eckes might have taken fuel only, and that could have been the call on Nemechek as well. Oh, what a call by Eckes. So catching Decker wouldn't be for the race win. Crafton still got fresher tires. I'm pretty sure Eckes went fuel only. And he is 7 seconds ahead with the race lead. What a call. If he wins the race, Crafton's got to push hard to the very end. He's got to make quick work of Decker too. They'll be coming to 3 to go this time. Crafton's pulling away from Nemechek. No sign of Austin Hill right now. And I don't think Eckes is going to catch any lap trucks. Crafton drives it in deep. Trying to get around Decker quickly, and he did. Try not to run wide and let her cross him over, and that was not the case. So here we go. 3 laps left at Canadian Tire. Eckes, with a fuel-only stop, has given him the lead. What a call. If he can win this race, it'd be his first win of the season, even though he didn't make the playoffs this year. That would put pressure on Crafton to having to at least point his way in at Bristol. Crafton trying to win and join Sauter as the only other driver locked into the round of 8. Well, 2 lap trucks that are starting to slowly be caught. Look at how deep Crafton drove it in. He actually stuck it really well off the curbing in the hairpin. Both curbs. He is closing in. Eckes is not fast on those old tires. Is Crafton going to have enough time, though? It's going to be close. They'll be coming to 2 to go this time. Crafton can't make a mistake. Caution! Oh boy. Caution is out With 3 laps left, we are headed to overtime. That is the 4th caution of the race. And things have just gotten even more interesting. Unbelievable. Tyler Hill's only made his way up to 12. He's got the fastest truck. Oh, he's pitting. We have a lot of drivers hitting pit road here. Eckes is going to hit pit road from the lead. Overtime, going fuel only. His tires might not be able to make it. Going to overtime, Decker's not going to make it on fuel, so she's pitting. So we have quite a few drivers hitting pit road, but I don't think they're going to be able to make that time up. So we're headed to overtime, and here we go. Crafton will lead the field to the green. 2 laps left to decide the winner of the race. Crafton with a good restart. Quickly jumps ahead of John Hunter Nemechek. There are a lot of playoff drivers in the top 5 now. Oh no! Crafton overruns turn 2. He runs wide. Nemechek's in the lead. Crafton trying to get him back in turn 3, and he does. And here comes Sheldon Creed. Creed up to second. He wants to shoot himself into the round of 8. How deep are they going to drive it into the corner? Creed drove it in really deep. He wanted to make sure that he cleared John Hunter Nemechek for second, and he did. He's a second off the lead as we get back up to speed on the longest straightaway of the racetrack. Nemechek back to third, trying to hold off Austin Hill and Stuart Friesen. If we get to the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Coming 3 laps past the scheduled distance today. Crafton a little wide again, but he's holding on to it. He's got a faster truck of anybody in the top 5. That's going to help. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Crafton to punch a ticket to the round of 8. 2.5 second lead on Sheldon Creed. He's going to make sure he doesn't overrun turn 2 this time. He's done it twice today now, once on that restart. Perfect through that corner that time. Those guys on fresh tires, none of them have gotten even into the top 5 yet. Into the hairpin. Widening out the lead even more. I think Crafton's thankful that Tyler Hill didn't get through the field as quickly as Hill probably could have. Must have had a slow pit stop as well. That could have costed him there. Well, Sheldon Creed needed a good points day. He's going to have it. Came close to winning as he tries to hold off Austin Hill for second now to the end of the race. And just 2 more turns to go. Off the final corner for the final time, Matt Crafton will win a Canadian Tire, and Crafton is going to the round of 8. Big time win for Matt Crafton here today, and a great race once again on a road course on this game. An overtime finish. It was a fight, and it was going to be interesting to see if Crafton was going to catch Eckes in those last 2 laps. He was 3.5 seconds back on fresher tires, but we never got to see how that was going to transpire. As the caution came out, then we had the split strategies at the end. We had about 6 or 7 drivers pit, and the rest stayed out, but that just wasn't enough laps for those guys on fresher tires to work themselves back to the front. The engine's already burnt out in the victory celebration here. Andrew Holland back. Welcome to the stream. Great race there for Matt Crafton. What a win. Sauter and Crafton are now both in the round of 8 in the playoffs. We have 6 spots still remaining with 1 more race at Bristol in the round. Taking through the finishing order today. Crafton with the win. Sheldon Creed second. Austin Hill in third. John Hunter Nemechek fourth, and Friesen rounds out the top 5. Outside of Nemechek, the top 5 are all playoff drivers. Jennifer Jo Cobb 6th, another playoff driver of Brett Moffitt in 7th. Tyler Hill, who won stage 1, had the fastest truck, only got up to 8th place. He restarted, assuming that he went into the pits behind the 4 guys that pitted ahead of him and came out behind them still. Then he would have restarted in 19th, and he would have gotten to 8th on those last 2 laps. If he could have had another 5 laps in the race, I think he would have gotten to the lead. He had the fastest truck as it was. Those fresh tires at least won him a few spots at the end. Zane Smith, another playoff driver, finishes 9th, and Ty Majeski rounds out the top 10. Eckes, who was leading coming to 2 to go before that caution came out, had a 3.5-second lead. He pitted fuel only on the last stop. It was going to be tough if it was going to win him the race. It definitely would have given him a top 2 finish, so tough break that he did not get a top 10 there. We had 21 drivers finish on the lead lap. And 2 drivers DNF, Johnny Sauter and Ross Chastain. We saw Chastain blew an engine. We saw Johnny Sauter wreck after Christian Eckes had wiped him out in the hairpin with about 15 laps to go. 4 cautions total in the race today as well. So there you see it. Kraft and Sauter are advanced. Now these points are not completely accurate, so we're not going to dictate that. Again, with us DNFing at Gateway in the last race, I did the points myself so I can calculate the stage points throughout the course of the race. So I will do that at the conclusion of this stream, and I will have things ready to go by the time we go to Bristol sometime. We're probably going to have about a week or so before we get to Bristol, because we still have to finish up the regular season for the Xfinity and the Cup Series yet too, and we got to get to Bristol for there. So it'll probably be a couple weeks before we continue the Truck Series playoffs, but we will still have NASCAR Heat 5 action tomorrow. And there's Crafton in victory lane, the Chevy Silverado 250. You got 13 people watching. Hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed the race commentary, the video in general. I think we went 2 for 2 today with the good races. And again, both on road courses. First playoff win of the year for Crafton. NASCAR Heat 5, more accurate. Who finishes last in DNFs? Throughout the course of the race, yes, but if you DNF, you automatically finish last, which is kind of messed up, even if a couple guys DNF before you. So I try to implement if I see who, like, crashes out or blows an engine of some sort before the end of the race, then I'll put myself ahead of them if I DNF, for instance. And they don't implement the stage points either. Fastest lap of the race was a 1:19.894. That was faster than qualifying for Crafton. He led 39 of the 64 laps today. But he did not have the fastest truck, but he still got the win. Jennifer Jo Cobb, what a race she has. Started 30th, finished 6th. One of the drivers that stayed out to get track position there on that last restart in overtime. And Sauter had the tough break, starting in the top 10 and finished 31st at the DNF. But at least he's in the next round as it is. So that is going to conclude things here today. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We do these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast on the daily. And again, hit the like button if you haven't already. I will see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be running Xfinity Series action at Watkins Glen. After that, we will be running Dover at Watkins Glen. So doubleheader for the Xfinity Series on Heat 5 tomorrow. Realistic broadcast with the full race live streams as usual for there. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. And I will see you guys back and better than ever at a later time.